Hi everyone, it's me Joe, and today I'm giving you a super duper special video all about acne. Now, you may have seen my acne videos before on this channel, and my acne videos in the past have been about how to cover up acne. Now, I've been talking to you guys for a long while about my acne story, so I'm going to go into detail a little bit today about the whole timeline for me because it's been a long and arduous journey, and hopefully you can see now that my skin is pretty much back to as good as it can kind of get, I hope. I've worked really hard on my skin, but I'll tell you a little bit about it. So I actually had acne from an early teen age. I looked into various treatments from antibiotics, topical skincare, and then we eventually got around to looking into things like chemical peels, microdermabrasions. Nothing would prevent the acne from coming back. I then went on a course of Accutane, and that was an arduous journey in itself because they misprescribed me the dosage. But when I did actually get on the right dosage for my height and weight, the Accutane did stop my acne. Now, I've controlled the acne from one individual standpoint. However, I always say, from my viewpoint, my theory of acne is it comes from three things, and that's health, hygiene, and hormones. We can look at our health. Some things trigger acne. Maybe it's food intolerance, or maybe it's got artificial hormones in what we're eating. A lot of dairy products actually have hormones, and even soy products that actually causes estrogen to develop. So there's all these things that actually lead into an imbalance of hormones in your own body, and when your body is in imbalance, it starts trying to balance it out with testosterone or whatever it needs. And testosterone is one of the factors that actually works with acne. Testosterone is actually one of the biggest things, which is why guys quite commonly get acne during puberty. That's because a protein converts it into a DHT, which is a different form of testosterone. That causes acne, and unfortunately that's one thing that we cannot control. If we have an imbalance, then we're going to break out. Also, when we're going through stressful times, we're going to produce things like cortisol in the skin, which again contributes to acne. So I always look into things like this, and I look into the hygiene, which is obviously our skincare. I definitely think there's two kind of routes to tackling great skincare, and I think half of it is looking into very specific ingredients that are proven to do certain things, like using salicylic acid in anti-acne skincare, or looking into benzoyl peroxide, which blasts the skin with oxygen and kills off bacteria. We know they work, but they might not work the best for you. So as you guys know, I'm obsessed with skincare, and I'm obsessed with finding new different ways of using more holistic or essential oil-based products to really look at treating the skin and making the skin as perfect as it can be. And I had the most amazing privilege to have interviewed Miss Antonia Burrel. Her facials are so great, they've actually become an accredited course, so people are now taught to do her style of facialing, and how insane is that? She has launched her line, actually, Antonia Burrel Skincare, and she gave me some to try, which I'm going to show you today. I'm so excited to try them out because they are so luxurious and they're completely botanical, and every single product has a completely innovative way of working, which I think you guys will really appreciate. So I got to try several of the products actually. I got to try the cleanser, which is insane. It smells like lemons to me. It's just insane. If you've used oil-based cleansers, I was really shocked actually because I've used Sheer Mirror cleansers and things like that in the past, which really take off heavy makeup. Little did I know that those actually have synthetic oils in. So when I was actually talking to her about this product, which is her Natural Glow Cleansing Oil, I was so shocked to find out that this is pure botanical oils. It's the only cleanser of its kind that's purely botanical but also foams. Insane. I use a couple of drops of this and I can take off my whole face. I use it with a dermabrasion cloth. I think with this product particularly, it is such a luxurious product. Your skin feels insane after. Then another product that I was really fascinated by is actually the skin conditioner, and I've never really heard of a skin conditioner before. This is, I guess you would describe it as the missing link, because what this does is it completely plumps your skin up, and it's got an ingredient from the French Alps that actually has 8 times the properties of hyaluronic acid in it. It holds 8 times as much water as hyaluronic acid, and after 8 hours your skin is insanely plumped even more. So I've been using this under my moisturizers, and this is actually why my skin's feeling so plump and great, I think, because this product is insane and you can really feel it making a difference to your skin. I was so blown away by it. It was awesome. I also got to try her 7-in-1 mask, which treats every kind of skin complaint you can ever imagine, and it's got a really technical form of clay in. So when I'm talking about skincare and we're talking about elite skincare, these are the products that you guys would find in the top spas, the top salons, and they're amazing. I really want you guys to check out her website and check out the products because I was so impressed by them. So over Christmas, I've been telling you guys that I've been super stressed out because I've had family in hospital and things like that. And I got the opportunity to show my skin to Antonia and see what she thought. And she actually gave me this serum, which is a Pure Therapy facial oil serum. This actually has been balancing and helping my skin out so much. This is designed to really calm sensitive and red skin, and my skin has been so sore and sensitive over Christmas. Half due to the fact that it was windy outside and it's been chapping my skin like crazy, but I guess the other half would be stress. So I've been really excited to try these products and learn more about skincare and also learn about more botanical skincare because it's so fascinating to find out all this information. So here is the interview with Antonia. She's awesome. It was such a pleasure to meet her. I really hope you guys learn a lot about skincare and botanical skincare from here. I've put all details below of her skincare products so you guys can check them out, but please enjoy the video. It was such fun for me to learn even more about botanical skincare because I am a bit of a nerd when it comes to this stuff, and it was so much fun learning more. Oh my god. But alright guys, please enjoy the video and let me know what you think in the comments below. Hi everyone, it's me Jo, and today I'm so lucky to have been invited to Urban Bliss, and we're near Ladbroke Grove, aren't we?
Yeah. That's
the nearest tube station that I've come to, and I'm with the amazing Miss Antonia Burrel, and she's here to talk today about skincare. And I'm kind of fascinated by this because I'm obsessed with skincare, as you guys know, and I'm really into almost like the aromatherapy side of things, and we were just talking about the benefits and the differences of aromatherapy and essential oils and things, and I was fascinated by what you were saying about essential oils. It's like I think people do underestimate them a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, these are basically super powerful lifeblood chemistry of botany, and plants are real, they're living. We actually rely on them more than they rely on us in terms of, you know, the cycle of life. But the essences and the essential oils are basically a super complex blend and a mix of potent chemicals and phytonutrients, phytosterols, ketones, terpenes, monoterpenes, alcohols that carefully are blended together naturally or by nature to have different effects on the systems, on all of our systems within the body, whether or not it's our lymphatic system, our circulatory system, the olfactory system, which is a huge one, which is sense of smell, but ultimately the skin. And I think the word, just because for me, sometimes the word oil in essential oils can sometimes mean that they're slightly underestimated and people are like, oh yeah, it's just got essential oils in it, yeah. But understanding the chemistry of these essential oils and understanding how to work with them and understanding how to use them and blend them properly, that's where the power comes in, and that's where you can really utilise the power of what nature really has to offer.
Okay. I'm kind of fascinated by the effects on the skin. Are there specific things that do, like specific oils that do specific things, or is it a combination of things that do it? What is the...
Well, all of the essential oils have got different combinations of different phytonutrients and phytochemicals, but some have got more of, say, for example, a monoterpene, for example. You know, something like that's going to be quite calming on the skin.
What would be an example of that?
Geranium. Geranium is quite rich in monoterpenes. It means, you know, it's very, very calming on the skin. It's very soothing. It's a very female-orientated oil. Very, very good for skin rejuvenation.
Okay.
And, you know, it's also rich in a phytochemical called alcohols, not literally as the alcohol that we would consume, but a different type of alcohol. And again, we would think that that would mean harsh, but in the world of the chemistry of aromatherapy, it actually means that it's quite calming and quite soothing on the skin. And geranium has quite a high content of alcohols, given that there are like, you know, 4 or 5 different types of alcohols within it, understanding what they do, but yes, it's a very, very rich composition.
Okay, so in regards to essential oils and the effect they have on the different systems at once, is the benefits of essential oils, do they come from, for example, like we were talking about lavender and things having a calming effect on the mind, is that one of the attributes that actually help calm the skin, or is it like a physical thing that it does?
It's physical.
Oh, so it does. So it's not just because you're relaxed, you don't break out and things like that.
No. I mean, being relaxed definitely helps. And that's why I really have a very holistic approach to skincare, because it's just not about what you're putting onto your skin, it's also about what you're putting into your body and also what you're feeding your mind. So it's all of those three merged together that create a healthy skin. So, for example, when you're stressed out, you know, the body secretes cortisol. Cortisol's a hormone, and with that hormone it increases our sweat productions and increases our sebum productions. And when we're stressed, we don't always realise we're stressed at that moment in time. And you might not be feeling particularly angry, but it's just I guess an intrinsic stress that could be happening because you've got a major deadline to meet, or you know, a big event that's coming up. And so our body helps us to cope with those stresses by producing the cortisol, and it does many different things on a physiological level. But we don't necessarily know that we're producing X much more percentage of cortisol, so therefore we're producing X amount of more percentage of cortisol on the surface of the skin. So what should really be happening at those times is that we should be upping our cleansing routine to ensure that the excess sweat and sebum is reduced. But sometimes when it's not reduced and we're not aware of those times, those excess bits can, not always, but can sometimes be left on the surface of the skin and build up and up and up and up, and sometimes that's what's causing the spots and breakouts. So people are always saying, I always get a spot the day before an event. Well, that spot's taking about 2 or 3 weeks to manifest, because that's how long it takes for a spot to actually appear.
Okay.
So when somebody comes for a facial, for example, they say, facials always break me out in spots. Well, it's only because a facial is acting as a catalyst, and it's just speeding up that extraction process and that detoxification process. But if a spot comes out post-facial, then it means that it was there anyway, and all the facial is done is just sped up that spot from coming through. Sometimes spots happen for different reasons. But that's mainly the reason. I mean, I do a myriad of different types of facials, so I can do a facial that doesn't break the skin out in spots. It just depends what effect I really want to get. So yes, it's truly holistic. The olfactory side is important because it helps to relax in the stressful times, but then on the surface there are also very calming and soothing attributes of these phytochemicals as well.
Amazing. So you don't just do facials here, you've also got your own range of products.
Yes.
Are these them in here?
Yeah, Antonia Burrel Holistic Skincare.
They do look amazing.
Thank you.
So you've put all your knowledge of your facials into products that people can buy?
Yes.
Well, my viewers will be so
basically it's like having a facialist in a jar.
Okay.
So, you know, I understand the physiology of skin, which means that it's not just a simplicity of just saying, right, do this, this and this and this and this. It's a mixture of making sure that the water and the oil levels are balanced, making sure that the surface of the skin is clear, making sure that all of the active ingredients and all of the phytochemicals and clinically proven bioactives that we use can actually go into the skin and work properly.
Okay.
And I guess my brand is also representative of that modern woman who's out there doing her thing in her career, or being a fantastic yummy mummy as well as having a career, or not, or being a fabulous stay-at-home mum and doing that most ultimately respectable job of bringing up children and running a home. Whatever it is, but in this day and age, women are busy.
Absolutely.
And everybody is slightly busy. But I always think that it's important to take a bit of time out for yourself.
Agreed.
Absolutely, so important. So that's why within my brand and within my skincare, I've merge the beautiful aromas of essential oil to give somebody a really calming or uplifting experience while they're using my cleansing oil, for example. And also I've made my products multitasking so that you'll get my moisturiser or you'll have my new Mask Supreme, and they'll do about 5 or 6 different things at once, from getting rid of inflammation, stimulating collagen in your skin, hydrating your skin 8 times more than hyaluronic acid and plumping it up and being a natural filler for wrinkles and lines, detoxifying the skin, taking down inflammation, giving you a really youthful, brighter, clearly noticeably different skin. Because when you're busy, for me anyway, I'm a very busy lady, so I just want to have something that I need to do, but I want that product to do the work for me. I don't want to have to necessarily spend time choosing this one, that one, that one, that one. I just want to put it on and let it do the work, and that's what I want people to understand, that when they're using an Antonia Burrel product, I've done the thinking, I've done all of the hard work, I've done the sweating, I've done it, and you just have the confidence to know that when you're putting it on your skin, it's going to love your skin and you can see the difference.
Amazing. So you were just showing me all your gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous products, and my hands feel amazing. You have 4 products, is that right?
I've actually got 7.
7 products?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So the 4 that you just showed me was the
I showed
oil,
you the cleansing oil, Natural Glow, which was yum.
which smells like sherbet lemons and is delicious. But it's an oil, but it turns to milk when you
add water.
emulsify. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. And that can take off makeup, everything, and is hugely, hugely, hugely gorgeous.
Really, yeah, and also it brightens the skin at the same time, as well as takes down inflammation. So when I was speaking earlier to you about multitasking and having the products that multitask, it's a functional cleansing oil and it will clean the skin, but at the same time it will brighten the skin and it will reduce blemishes, and it will also reduce inflammation.
So then we've got the Forest Dew.
Then we've got the Forest Dew, which is this one. You have that one there. And that is a really deeply hydrating beauty water.
I've never heard of this before. It's incredible.
Yeah, and it plumps the skin up and actually plumps the skin so that the skin stays hydrated and actually increases in hydration levels over 8 hours. So the data is suggesting that after 8 hours of having this product on your face, your skin is 85% more hydrated than it was when you put it on.
And you do this in 3 sizes?
3 sizes. So this is the biggest size.
Yep.
The next size down is the 100ml, and then the baby size is our 50ml, which is great for people if they're wanting to travel. It's fantastic if you're on a plane. It's fantastic post-sun because it's also got an ingredient from France, which is anti-allergy.
Okay. This skin condition is different because, could you add that, for example, if someone's really, really like obsessed with their own skincare routine, would this product be an addition to like a set of skin, and it will change the whole product?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically you could use something like this and it's a secret weapon really, because in the winter months when our skin's a bit more dehydrated and a bit more dull, more dead skin cells, this is fantastic to keep that skin really, really plump and keep the lines away, and ensure that the oil and water hydration is good. But this
is that magic thing that's 8 times water
hyaluronic. Yeah. It's basically just keeps plumping and hydrating the skin, and it continues to do so.
Oh, they're gorgeous. So and that's like a travel size you can take with you. But if you wanted to start trying the range, that'd be a great one to try.
It would. Yeah, and that's 25.
Really 25?
25.50, yeah.
Amazing.
Great price. And it will last for quite a while. But yeah, it's a really, really good party trick or skin plumper. Or if your skin's feeling particularly parched or you're feeling a bit dull and haven't really got time to go and have a facial, what you can do is basically spritz about 20 pumps of this into your hand and then just work it into the face. And then there will be quite a lot of excess on the face, but just leave it and let the skin absorb. And if it absorbs it through, do it again. And you keep doing it until the skin feels really tacky. And that then means that it's had enough hydration, it's had enough of a drink, it's been quenched.
So you apply it again and again and again, and then once your skin becomes tacky...
Yeah, tacky or a bit sticky, then you know that your skin's full of hydration, full of water.
Okay.
It's like having a full meal. You know when you've eaten enough and you just think, right, I'm fine now, I don't need any more. So that's what the skin will represent itself. And then just either, go to work, go to sleep, do whatever you need to do, but that skin will be so plumped, and it works as a natural filler.
See, that's amazing. Like, even my hand feels like it's plumped up.
Yeah, it will plump.
And
it will really, really plump. It will also clarify and clear your skin, and it will also deeply hydrate.
So then your skin's quenched and it fills in all the stuff and balances, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, balances, clarifies, reduces the size of large pores over time. And yeah, man, it's just so dinky, isn't it? It's just lovely.
So you can grab the try one for 25, so everyone should go and get one. And your website is?
www.antoniaburrel.com.
Amazing. So all you guys have to try them out. So then your next product is the moisturiser.
Yeah, we've actually got a skin polisher.
Okay.
Polishing powder.
Exfoliator?
Yeah. So the skin polisher works by basically putting it into the palm of your hand, and then you just add some water, and you add water to it, and it turns into this most gorgeous, foamy, luxurious product. And then you just keep working with it, keep adding water, and what it's doing is actually polishing your skin at cellular level. So really removing the most finest of finest dead skin cells. even patches of oily skin or oily sebum that might be setting or might got stuck in the pores overnight or during the day, or in those times when you're a bit stressed and the body's secreting more sweat and sebum, it really gets to those bits that sometimes can get stuck. You could use it every day if you wanted to, but you know, after you've used it every day for maybe a couple of weeks, you'll find that the skin is looking amazing and it's feeling even better. So you might then want to say, right, I'll use this every other day or every other day, and then play around with it and then maybe revert back to using it once a day if you wish. But it's gentle enough that it can be used daily.
So kind of thing, like once the products start working actively with your skin, you use them when you need them after?
I would say continue to use them, but with something like the polishing powder, you can just alternate that and use them when you need them. But something like the cleansing oil, the moisturisers and the mask, yeah, you need to be using those continuously to really be benefiting.
So with the treatment side of what you do here, we were just talking about what you do with all these wonderful machines, but you have different techniques of doing different facials, don't you? Your lifting one is now a taught process.
It is. It's actually an accredited postgraduate qualification, which is great. And it's a lifting facial that works with the muscles of the neck, the face, around the eyes, and it just lifts up the cheeks, awakens the eyes, does lymph drainage, which removes sort of toxins and sinus fluid and fluids that can sit around. So it's great to remove fluids that can sometimes sit around the eye area. Great to revive the skin, to just lift up the skin, great before a party or before an event. I have loads of air hostesses and actually celebrities and mothers and wonderful ladies who come and say, I've got an event, or I'm going to be flying out, or I've got to go here, I've got to go there, and they'll come and have one as a top up, and it's really, really effective. So yes.
So I have just taken off my makeup from here down, because I don't want to scare you that much, and I've used the cleansing oil, is it?
Yeah.
Natural Glow cleansing oil, and it's a world first because it doesn't leave oils on the skin, and it turns from an oil to a milk. It's amazing.
And it's actually the world's first pure plant, so it's 100% natural.
Wow.
It's the world's first 100% natural emulsifying cleansing oil.
Amazing. So we're going to use me as a case study, and we're going to see what's wrong with my skin and what would be great to do to it.
Alright, so having... Look, I'm just going to turn my light...
The German lamp of truth.
...around a bit so I can see a bit closer. So face value, what I can see first of all is that the skin is, fairly sensitised at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got a few areas of redness, bit of inflammation going on. But generally it looks like it's quite a smooth texture, but it's just prone to a few breakouts at the moment.
So all your products target all those different components?
Yeah, they do. So I would definitely recommend cleansing with the Natural Glow cleansing oil, because that will be anti-inflammatory for you as well, and it will help to brighten the skin, but it will restore and maintain your pH, which is so key to having a very, very good basis of having a good skincare routine going forward.
Okay.
Then I would recommend using the polishing powder, simply because that's got really fantastic amounts of zinc PCA. Zinc PCA is brilliant for breakouts, really, really good for inflammation, proven acne clinical data, so it will really help to take that inflammation and redness down. It's got colloidal oatmeal, which is really amazing for redness too.
And that's the one with the tea tree?
Yeah, and it's got the tea tree leaves, and when you smell it, it's kind of got like a really earthy smell.
Yeah, it smells gorgeous.
Yeah, so the tea tree leaves will then help to be the antibacterial, the anti-inflammatory, and really, really calming and soothing. But that will actually exfoliate and polish your skin at cellular level, but without upsetting any of the redness or any of the inflammation that you have on the skin now.
What would be the difference between an exfoliator and a skin polisher that works on a cellular level?
Yeah. For me, the skin polisher works, it's much, much, much gentler.
Okay.
So it's like a powder product. So it's very, very gentle, but at the same time, the chemical structure is so tiny. So we're working more like cell to cell rather than doing quite large molecules that do more of a general job.
Yeah.
But sometimes when we did our research, we found that those could micro tear and micro scratch. So they were exfoliating, but sometimes leaving, scratch skin behind, which can sometimes cause sensitisation. But exfoliation, polishing and skin renewal is crucial. It's crucial because we're losing millions of skin cells on our bodies every day anyway, aren't we?
Yeah.
So some of them get left behind, and we just need to ensure that with the polishing powder, it's really, really taking those off properly.
So for day to day, what would I apply after I've cleansed and micro-polished?
And you've done, and then you would then go over with the Forest Dew Skin Conditioner.
Okay.
And this is just ensuring that the skin's hydration levels are corrected, that the skin's mattified. It's also got ingredients in there that help to reduce large pores, because as we all get older, the skin sags, pores get larger, and I find this is a common complaint that lots of people have. So it just firms the skin and offers lovely hydration and sets the skin up to absorb all of the lovely active ingredients that we're going to apply later on.
And then the moisturiser would be next.
And then you'd simply just moisturise. The moisturiser is called Cream Supreme. It's so multitasking. So this is anti-blemish, antioxidant, which means that it protects from all the free radicals and damage and keeps the skin looking young. It's actually got the most potent antioxidant known to man, which is called hydroxytyrosol.
Wow.
And comes from olive leaf.
Wow.
In here.
Olive leaves?
Yes.
I've never heard of that before. That's amazing.
Yeah, amazing. I love olive leaf tea. So I do antioxidant inside and I do antioxidant outside.
I'm going to need to try this one.
You need to try it.
I'm going to have to try it. Cool.
So that does anti-inflammatory, anti-aging, anti-blemish, anti-redness, and it's also got a built-in exfoliator, but it doesn't irritate the skin. It just ensures that the cells are looser.
Okay.
Without irritating. And it's also got a derivative from azelaic acid, which is great for breakouts as well.
So it's just an all-round amazing one.
Yeah.
Sounds
and
awesome.
if you want to treat the skin once or twice a week, then you can use my new Mask Supreme, and that basically deep cleanses the skin, and it's 7 in 1. So it does 7. You've got 7 benefits: to hydrate, to brighten by 42%, to get rid of blemishes by 72%. It stops sunburn cells from forming by 98%, which means that if someone goes on into the sun, then they're not going to have all of that awfulness of all the sun damage that can cause premature aging. And it protects from the UV damage as well. It's got the bentonite clay in there, which draws out the toxins by electrical attraction.
Sounds amazing. So what would you recommend to do after I've cleansed today? Shall I try the Luminous?
I think now we should do the Luminous Light Polishing Powder.
Okay.
This will be a really good one so that everybody can see how this works.
And it's like a tiny powder with little like leafy.
So it's got the tea tree leaves in there, and that's
it doesn't
what gives
feel
it the
gritty
smell.
at all though.
No, it doesn't.
So I mix it with water and I just polish the face.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that off camera and I'll be right back. So I've just gone in and on a cellular level exfoliated my face, and my face now feels super, super, super smooth. So the next step would be the Forest Dew.
Yeah. This is basically going to really hydrate and condition and firm and plump the skin up, but it's going to ensure that the skin stays hydrated and plump for about 8 hours continuously, and after 8 hours it will be 85% more hydrated and more plump.
Do I leave it to soak in on its own?
Yeah, you can just massage it in until it's gone on a daily basis. You'd probably use a bit less than that actually,
okay,
Joseph, but yeah, you can just massage it in until it's all gone through.
So the next thing to do would be the moisturiser?
Yes.
Shall I try the moisturiser?
Yeah, go for it.
How much do I need? Would that be enough?
That's fine.
Okay.
It's very, very light and it goes far, and this is our all-round multitasking moisturiser that is anti-aging, anti-blemish, antioxidant, so it protects against the UV damage. It also protects against pollution, cigarette smoke, all of that, but it makes you look younger, and it's brightening, and it's it's super popular. We sell so much of this, oh my god.
So this completes the amazing mini facial today, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and skin's glowing.
Yes, thank you so much for inviting me to meet you and try your stuff. Where can we find your stuff again?
You can get hold of my stuff at www.antoniaburrel.com.
Amazing, and you can also book everything and buy things.
Yeah, and if you wanted to book a facial, you can book facials there as well. Just go onto the treatments page and you can book a facial in. Alternatively, you can also book facials at the private clinic, which is based on Cheapside. in London, nearest station St Paul's.
Alright guys, well that was a really fun video for me to do. I took you out of the studio and I'm in London, so it was really fun. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, thank you.
See you in the next video, bye! Alright guys, so hopefully you can see in this video that my skin has calmed down so much since I did this interview. It was awesome. Please subscribe below and find all the links to Antonia Burrel's stuff. She's amazing. It was so much fun to meet her. My podcast is here, my last video is here, and subscribe by clicking on the face. Thank you so much for watching guys, and I'll see you in my next video.